Hey guys, and welcome back to LOD Tech. My name is Clayton, and today we're going to be looking at Uphere. Alright guys, so welcome back to the channel. Today we've got the Uphere fans, and so I'm just a little background on this. I was looking for RGB fans. I don't have a ton of money, obviously. I go off of what I build for other people, and I go off of what I can put into my own system. And so I found this company called Uphere, and I took a chance on them with my son's computer about a year ago, actually. It was a year ago. And we put them in there, and they are pretty amazing. They're so good that I actually ended up putting them in my own computer, which is my gaming and editing rig, and only rig. So we're gonna talk about these fans. So the ones that I have here are the what are they? T3 SC or SYC3-6. So that means that there's 6 of them in this case. They come with 6 fans, an RGB controller, a fan controller, so for the fan speed, and they come with 6 fans. So the first thing we're gonna do is I'm just gonna open up the box, and I've already opened it once, so this is not an unboxing for you guys. I just want to show you guys that it comes with a controller, RGB controller. Okay, so here it is. It's an Uphere. It's got Uphere on it, and I'm sure that there's many other ones that come with this one. It's got fan 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's 7 spots on this fan controller and RGB controller. This particular one came with a SATA connector. My other ones came with a Molex. So awesome that they've updated it to include a SATA connector, because I had to in mine that I put in my system, I had to actually put a Molex to SATA adapter. So these are the 5-volt digital RGB, and this actual controller controls both. Now the difference between the 3 and the 7. Now there's another one that I put in my system. That's the 7 series. That is PWM control, and the 3 series is not. Now the 7 series goes from 700 RPM all the way up to 1700. And in these particular ones here, I got an example of it right here. Let me put this down. These particular ones right here are 1200 fixed. So if you have that DC capability of kind of cutting the power, you might be able to control them a little bit. Some software has that ability, but for the most part, they don't. They're not fixable like these are. But the ones that the 7 series, they absolutely are. So you get your standard 3-pin RGB connector. So this is the 5-volt. And then you get your, this particular fan is just a 3-pin regular, like your DC fan connector. And so they're not controllable. The ones I have in my system have the 4-pin, so they are controllable. And in this here, you get 7, and I don't know if you guys can see that. I don't know if we can show that, but there's each slot has a 3-pin RGB and a 4-pin PMW fan control. So this fan controller is the same controller that's used in both the 3 series and the 7 series. It's just the fans that change. The fans become PWM or regular DC. So that's basically the controller. Now, this particular one has a breakout to the motherboard. So as you can see, this one actually says PWM, but because the fans aren't PWM, they won't run in that. And then here's your motherboard sync. So this you plug to your motherboard if you have the 5-volt, and you can control everything from the motherboard software. If you don't have that, it has a little port that you can plug in, either this reset switch that you can replace your reset switch with, and change the settings on it. So that, and I think there's like 50 pre-default settings, maybe more than that. I don't know. I've never gone through all of them. Or if I have it, they were like really fast, just pounding on it, trying to get to the one I want. Or you can hook your own. If your case has a reset switch, you can plug that right into there, and then you'll be fine. So other than that, these fans, they are solid. They are a solid fan. They do not bend. They do not torque. They're quiet at 1200 RPM. You can't even hear them. They push a lot of air. I don't know if they're comparable to the Corsair, but you know what? I don't have the Corsair ones to compare against because I can't afford them. These ones here for the 3 series are $39.99. Let me just verify that price for you right now. So on Amazon.com, you can get the 6-pack for $39.99, and that's full RGB, addressable RGB. And then the PWM controllable ones, which I have, which are the 7 series, those ones are $45.99. So you're only paying like $6 more for PWM. There's nothing wrong with that. Now in Canada, where I am, of course, they're a little bit more. I believe these ones are like $50 Canadian or $50 Canadian, and then the other ones are 65 or something like that. But you know, whatever, you can get them at both stores, and they're a phenomenal fan. They really are. I would give it 5 stars. Their customer service, now I have had to deal with their customer service because I thought I was having an issue. I did have an issue with one of their fans. One of the sockets on the RGB on one of my son's fans would not go into the controller. There was something, a burr on the inside of this socket that would not allow the pin to go in. I'm going to try fix that myself with a little file, see if I can get that to work. But as it is right now, he only got 5 fans. The good thing about that is that his case only takes 5 fans. So at the end of the day, it wasn't a bad thing. But, you know, we didn't get our money's worth. So I sent them an email. They got back to me right away, but they had no idea what they were talking about. I explained exactly what I was talking about, what RGB connector I was talking about, what the controller is talking about, everything like that. I broke it down to really, I didn't go super technical because I could have, but I didn't. And I got a reply back that just made no sense. And that's fine. At the end of the day, I wanted a new fan. They obviously didn't want to just send one fan. So they gave me, I think, an $8 credit, which is in Canadian dollars. So that's what, like $2 American? Just kidding. It was probably about $5 American. So there's that. The instructions, they're fans. If you know how to install a fan, they're not hard. It comes with all the stuff you need. It even comes with tie downs, fabric tie downs. And it's like I said, it's got 6 fans in this case. You can get them in 3 packs too, which are cheaper. And it comes with all the screws that you need to put them in the system. There's nothing wrong with these fans, and they look amazing. So I'm just going to do some B-roll of my system, which is the 7 series, which is the exact same RGB as this 3 series. Just the difference is the PWM controllable fans. And then we'll come back and we'll do a conclusion. Alright guys, that's pretty much it. If you enjoyed the content, hit the thumbs up. If you dislike the content, hit the thumbs down. And please share if you did enjoy it. And hopefully everybody else can see this. And I'll have a link in the bottom in the description of where you can buy that at Amazon. And yeah, have yourself a good day guys. See you later.